season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's King. And the ball is intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Georgia. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Georgia 7, Georgia Tech 0.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Offense working from the pistol. Wide receiver shows motion. power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. No, people forget Georgia Tech was a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's King. Buys a little time with his feet. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Black 24. Black 24. Green 25.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's King. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, 7, Georgia Tech 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Get set, get set. Under.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. And it's no good. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The missed 56-yarder makes that stop even bigger. Now the offense has outstanding field position. Breaks the tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Dogs left no doubt about who is king of the Peach State the last time these two met.
Yeah, it was a beatdown. It wasn't close. And listen, Georgia's had a lot of wins in this series. Georgia Tech's going to need to find some confidence, some belief. Something needs to go good early because Georgia has owned the upper hand in this series.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And getting the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Quarterback checking off. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
To the air, it's King. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Forced out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take...
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker, nice pick.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half. So
throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. The offense set for a first down play.
325.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Snares it outside. It's Frazier. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Not really looking to score threes. It would have been a 50-yard field goal attempt. The offense trying to convert on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Running with power. And the Dogs brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's dealt. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing, because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They go to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
In search of their 1st touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's King. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 10, Georgia Tech 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
The play action fake. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Caught close to the marker, it's Haynes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it the other way. The 30. The 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. On to attempt the try. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Georgia 17, Georgia Tech 0.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets will take over. First and 10.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Black 24.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10.
How do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you could tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big 3rd down conversion.
Tempo and overdrive.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage is.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Looking for a man. It's King. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Now he's looking to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll try to blast their way in. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to